We're live. Joe is live. Third week.
We've made it back again.
Back.
Yeah.
Fortunately for everyone. Still three of us.
No, we're actually. Let me check the statistics. I believe now we are officially we're pretty much famous now. We are. The last episode went obviously went viral. We got 15 views and 3 comments.
Fucking
Three
hell, that's
comments?
mad, that is.
Three
yeah,
comments.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They was all from the same person, but
Oh. What
But,
definition are you
apart
using
from-
there for famous?
it's double digits
Does-
on the views. It's more than
Double
more than
digits.
10.
Okay.
It's more
That
than
counts
10.
nowadays.
So, what are we looking at today?
Views wise or topic wise? Views not very much.
No, yeah.
Well, it says we got 15 on both.
15
So
views on
it's-
both.
Yeah, 50. It's a coincidence, and we've got 15 on both videos we have.
Wow.
And now 6 subscribers. I wonder who
That's
they are.
good.
We've got 6 subscribers. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, really.
Well, should we aim for some good content this week? And then maybe we'll get 20 views.
Oh yeah, I think the content is fantastic anyway, but
Yeah. So we're recording this Monday afternoon. Boris just released new lockdown restrictions for the messages, the ways we're going to reduce it.
Well, I think what he announced was pretty fair, to be honest. I suppose, considering I don't know, I think it's good.
I mean, by June, I think if everything goes right, when everything goes back to normal. Have you seen it, Dan?
Yeah. Apparently it starts on the 8th of March.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't trust it. I mean, if the COVID cases go up, I think we're going to go back into lockdown.
Well, yeah,
I
that's been
think so.
stated as. But the cases,
mean-
But
the cases are going to go up anyway.
I think we're completely
Yeah.
forgetting that at this time last year, we had the exact same thing. But I will be out by June. It'll be
Yeah.
perfect. But now it's a year later. So it might just be the same thing again.
It might be, but I think this time the government knows that the people have come to their end, and there will be anarchy on the streets.
Oh, yeah, best. Yeah,
We
definitely.
do like anarchy.
I don't mind a bit of anarchy every now and then.
Well, if we look deep into the restrictions, on the 8th of March, March, didn't you, Dan?
You are?
Right. You said the 8th of March.
Yeah. 8th of March.
Yeah, that's right. So all schools are open again. University students can go back, Dan. We can go back. But only, so we probably
Fucking
won't be
hell.
back.
I don't even have the energy to go back now. I literally don't. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'd rather just wait till next year.
Yeah.
This year's a
Definitely.
write-off.
Yeah.
Weddings can be attended by up to 6 people.
That's going to be fucking great, that, isn't it? 6 people at a wedding.
I know.
I think it's a good,
Well, 2
great idea,
people
that.
are getting married, so it's only 4.
Yeah.
Both parents. we can we can meet one other person outside for recreation, which said, I quote, a coffee, a drink, or a picnic. But a coffee is a drink. So is it just we're not allowed tea?
No, essentially, we can just sit there. We can just sit there and get wasted, basically.
Wasted. Might leave coffee Irish.
Yeah.
And then on the
quick Irish
29th,
coffee.
Oh,
You know-
fucking hell. 12th of April, gyms can reopen on April.
Dan, we're still in March, son. Where are you going?
I know, but I'm just looking at it now. It's like,
He's
I have to
got
wait till
excited.
fucking April.
Yeah,
No, I'm pissed. Why do I have to
He's
wait
pissed.
till April for gyms?
it is a bit dumb. I think gyms should be open now.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, on the 29th, we're allowed to meet with people from a different house. One other in a rule of 6. So remember last year when we had the rule of 6? That's back. Turned. The stay-at-home rule is dropped, but people should minimise movement as much as possible.
Right.
People still urged to work at home.
Which is exciting.
Hopefully, we'll get another Matt Lucas video. That was fun. Last year's.
Yeah.
Go to work, stay at home.
Oh, that
Go
was
to work.
class. That was class.
That was good. Outdoor sports facilities are going to reopen, including tennis and basketball. Not the only two sports.
Go play a bit of golf.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, because it only says tennis and basketball here.
No, I think the golf courses will be open.
Yeah, okay, that's good. And
You play golf?
next one is
I play golf. Yeah, I'm a golf champion.
Yeah.
golf champion.
How the fuck
When
you play
did you do
that?
that?
I'm famous in the.
Fuck's famous.
I'm famous at the local golf club. I can
What's
hit
that?
a
The
drive.
Sedgley one?
Yeah, I can hit a drive over 300 yards.
300 yards. Christ. Well, on the 12th of April, the anniversary of Titanic, retail shops were allowed to open again.
Unfortunately, it means I'll have to go back to work.
Oh god, yeah. No more taking calls.
No, well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it unless I can conjure something up.
Restaurants and pub gardens are allowed to open, so we can have a pint in the sun.
Back in the beer garden, mate. That's where I'll go.
That's good.
Dan's reaction to the 6 people at the weddings has changed because now there's 15 people allowed at weddings.
Even better.
Hairdressers are open. Gyms, like Dan said.
Oh, thank
And
God.
libraries.
Yeah, I have missed the library.
When was the last time you went to a library?
About 8.
Yeah, that sounds about right. In
The
May.
funny part is I can't actually read.
Oh, okay, Jared. 19. Never learned how to fucking read. In May, people can meet in groups of up to 30.
That's a game changer.
It's a big jump up. 6 people from 2 households can meet. Hotels, bed and breakfasts are open again. And this is the most important one, I think. Performances and large events can resume with some limits. For indoor events, it can be half capacity. Outdoor events, there can be half a capacity of 4,000 people. Which means
that's quite
gigs are back.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited about.
Live music, that'll be good.
Final one is the 21st of June. Legal limit on social contact removed. No legal limit on weddings. And nightclubs and theatres.
Which is it's all very interesting, but on the May one, when you read into it, it says here, Mr. Johnson said this step would also consider the potential role of COVID status certification, which could refer to the so-called vaccine passports in helping indoor venues to reopen safely. So essentially,
That's not good.
It's basically a cover-up for a vaccine passport is essentially what I'm talking about, which will be reviewed in May. So if they sneak that one through the House of Commons under a different name, we'll have vaccine passports by the time everything reopens.
I have sneaked that one in because that wasn't in the document that I read.
No, it was. He said it in his House of Commons thing. He says it will be looked at as a COVID status certification.
I'm not a fan.
Wow.
So it is basically a vaccine passport. So if the problem is Labour will back it, most of the Tories will back it. There's only about 90 members of the Tory party that don't agree with it.
Is that all?
So you're looking like if they had a vote on it, it would go through, or if they just put it in power. I reckon it may end up in power for larger indoor venues such as clubs. You may have to provide, as well as a proof of ID, as proof of a vaccine as well.
Yeah,
it's kind of like blackmail,
not a fan of that at all.
It's not. It's complete government control. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
it is when this first started and people were saying this is just a way for the government to control it. Turns out they were right.
Yeah. If you look into the conspiracies of the pandemic, which are completely bonkers. But they talk about something being put in place to completely change social policy, which is exactly what is happening.
Yeah.
Social
Yeah.
policy will never be the same again.
Have you guys heard of the Great Reset?
Yeah, the Great Reset. I've read into
Yeah.
that many times. This is it. The Great Reset talks about everything that's happening now, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
It literally talks about how social policy will be changed, the way we live will be changed, the way the government, the amount of power the government has will completely change, and it's all to do with the Great Reset.
Yeah.
Well, if the 29th of June comes around and nightclubs open and your first destination is Prism, hope you do get COVID. You can only go to Prism. I don't want to go to Prism when there's nothing else open.
I'm pretty sure Prism's closed, hasn't it?
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure it closed. I don't think it's or something. One of them closed. I'm sure it's Prism.
Well, the one by me is still open. The best club in Leeds, Mission, is closed. So we're gonna have to find somewhere else to go.
That's a shame.
Yeah, nice rave spot that.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get to some illegal raves.
I do hope so. Hope they come around
Yeah.
very soon.
I
Well,
mean,
there's in my house, there's a house because all the houses in this area have like massive basements because they're all really old. There's a house by mine which has the grimmest basement, and people just go there for raves. I tell you what, I want to
That sounds
go.
horrible. That
I
sounds
wanna
absolutely
go.
horrible.
oh no, man, that sounds grim.
Oh, I'll have to send you. I'll have to send you a video, or you can put the video on screen. No, there it is.
There it is. You have to. Yeah,
The video
it's
of
on
the
there now.
basement. Folks can see that. Who? That's Leeds in a bombshell. That.
But I'd like to clarify that we do not participate in illegal activities. I just like
Well,
to
I
make
fucking
clear
don't.
to the-
I haven't been out in nearly 11 months now.
Yeah, that's to make sure we keep within the family friendly.
Well, look,
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
in lockdown. I've been in lockdown since I was born. I don't go out. So don't worry about me.
Yeah, but that's out of choice that is done.
Exactly, man.
Yo, imagine being like born in the last year and like never going out. You have your first birthday and you haven't been out. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, but they probably don't really think about it.
You're probably
no,
right.
they don't think about it, Connell. They're 1 year old.
Telling me they don't go for a nice walk.
Well, they go for. I imagine they go for walks quite often, but that's about it.
I'm buzzing for beer gardens.
Yeah, big one's gonna be it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be. I'm not saying well. I'll be back at work anyway, so I probably won't even get the chance to go. I'll probably wait until the May time when I can just go freely,
Really.
go to the pub whenever indoors.
I really enjoyed when we had half time from coronavirus in like August time.
Oh yeah, I think I went
Pubs
to the pub
were
the other day.
open. Everyone was at the park. It was summer. It was really fucking good.
We should have a good summer this year, to be honest.
I do hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway, Ben got some news for the show. Ben, Mr. Daito, is going to be joining us on the next episode.
Way
nice.
Celebration. Woo.
Celebration again. So only for one episode though. Busy man, of course.
As a one-off.
He's a one-off.
Special guest appearance.
Return will be on the show. Of course.
That'll
Yeah,
be,
it took us a while to find Rat now. Took us longer to
That'll
find
be-
Daito.
Reunited of the four of us.
The four conspiracy members
Yep.
will be live on the
That's
show.
it.
It'll be the return. Should be good.
No, if one episode were to go viral, it should be the return of all four conspiracy members.
Yeah, that'll be the return part 2.
Return part 2. That was the episode of last. The title of last episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sequel to episode 2. It is.
2.
This
Right.
episode
Well-
is the this episode's kind of like the prequel
prequel to
And
what?
don't worry about that.
Okay.
Then the next episode will be the sequel to episode 2.
Okay. Right.
Right. Okay.
It's all very confusing.
It's a bit like
I'm part of the show and I'm confused.
It's a bit like the X-Men films, how no one really understands what happened, but it
Jane
happened.
and Jenna.
What?
Not that X-Men. Sorry. Young X-Men.
No. Yeah.
I've never seen X-Men.
No, I don't think you want to see it, to be honest, Dan. It's a very strange thing.
No, I'm not into that shit.
No, you would be, trust me.
Well, we spoke about it in the first episode, Louis and I. I don't think Dan knows about it. Dan, do you know about the £2 on the floor?
The £2 on the floor. No, tell me, Connell.
Don't. Right. Okay. So, obviously, lockdown and all, not being allowed to go to raves and basements and stuff. we've been very bored. So, a few friends and I, we decided to stick £2 on the floor, just outside the house there, so we can sit there and watch people try and pick it up. And tell you what, we had a lot of fun. Do you mind putting that video up again?
Yep, oh, it's on screen now. There it is. Bang.
Yeah, okay. Can you see them there, Dan? Trying to pick it
No.
up? Okay.
No, I can't.
Well, they're trying to pick it up there on the floor.
Yeah, you know,
And
it's there, Dan. It's there.
is there? The people can see it. And we went out yesterday. It's gone.
It's
Oh
a
yeah,
good-
I mean, if I see
£2 gone.
£2 on the floor, I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah, but
No,
it
but-
was super glued to the floor.
It was swimming in super glue. They come back with a hammer and they've got it up off the floor.
But they come back with a hammer.
Yeah, because next door neighbour was out having a fag cigarette, and she heard someone talking across the road. They was outside having a fag as well, and one of them said, "Some evil bastards have stuck a £2 coin to the floor."
I mean, that's a bit desperate. You know what I mean? It's only £2.
And it's £2.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we've had to stick £1 out there now. And money. We've only got £1 left. So we stuck that there, and we're going to see if we get any more bites.
Well, you can
Hopefully-
stick two £1 on the floor.
Could, but we're not made of money, Dan. This is a very poor area.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But hopefully we get a few more bites. We can show them here on the show.
Yeah, well, what we need to do is you need to like set up the camera and then go and interview him while they're trying to get the corner.
Going into, I don't think they'd be happy with that.
Let's go up to him and go, how do you feel that you have now been pranked?
You've been pranked. Oh, there's cameras there and there and over there.
Just straight
Well.
up do prank patrol.
Come out in a clown costume.
Just, yeah. Yeah, come out in the clown costume and just be like, prank patrol, woo!
Oh, that was a
Class.
class TV show, that was.
That was
Yeah,
a
it
good TV show.
It was good.
There's no good TV shows anymore.
No. No,
No, there hasn't been anything decent for a while. Well, there is on Netflix, but not on normal TV.
Well, Dan, you've been watching something recently.
Yeah, I have been watching something on Netflix. It's called The Disappearance of the Hotel Cecil.
It's in LA, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So basically, it's about this hotel, right? And it's based in LA. And when it was,
Should we do a little spoiler warning before?
now I'm not going to go deep into it. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, for
I
anyone-
mean, I feel like we could, because I feel like this is quite a well-known thing.
yeah. And let's face it, no one's watching this.
That's a very good point. He's made a good point there,
Yeah,
Lou.
no one-
Who's watching? Let's go as deep in as we can.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, so this hotel, it was built in the 1920s, and from then on, it was a really nice hotel. It was fancy. It attracted a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
But then over the years, it kind of got run down, and the area basically had a lot of homelessness, and
Skid Row, isn't it?
yeah. So basically, it was like a really rough part of LA. And so this hotel that was nice and fanciful and everything was
It's
basically
only
like
2
a
star.
yeah. That's how bad it is. That's how
Yeah.
bad it was. And it was basically became a refuge for like homeless people and druggies and all that. And also for people that were on the run. So like criminals, etc. And weirdly, this was like also a refuge for serial killers.
All right.
So I think
This
Richard
sounds like a
Ramirez.
lovely place. Richard Ramirez, yes, the Nighttime Stalker.
Yeah, that's a good documentary. I'm
It's a
meaning to
very good
watch that.
documentary. Have you
I
not
need
watched
to watch
it?
that. I haven't
Well,
yet, but I'm
I'll
gonna
go
watch
into
it.
it then. It was very, very annoying because, as you know, I'm doing criminology and psychology.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't finished mine yet.
Oh, I do apologise. You keep
Fucking
going. I was going to tell a quick little anecdote, but you go ahead.
All right, okay. Fucking hell, where was I now? Right. So, so basically, this girl from Canada, right? She was a student, I believe, from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And, she basically went to travel and she stumbled across the Hotel Cecil, right?
I mean, it's a big thing.
Yeah. And she goes in there and there's this, she's acting all weird and all that. Like,
in the elevator, wasn't it?
Yeah, like if you watch that, it is creepy. It's like, what the fuck is she doing?
Yeah,
and
it does look weird.
It's weird. Like, I was freaked out a little bit. I've got to admit. This was basically the last time we see her. So she was missing, and I think that's what I'm going to go. I think that's what I'm going to stay. Really, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it.
I'll give it a watch, and I will come back with a review.
Well, did you know about the situation before, Lee?
What do you mean?
The whole disappearance of this girl.
Oh yeah, I read up on it. At one point, I'm not too sure what happened. I mean, the last thing I saw on it, it was a haunted place. I don't know. There was weird ghost things happening there. Like, I ain't too sure, to be honest.
I feel like we may as well just go all in then.
No.
I want to go all in.
I don't want to spoil it for Louis. I mean,
I'll give it a watch and I'll give it a proper review.
A proper review.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall I finish my little Richard Ramirez anecdote?
I don't know who that one is either.
Don't know who Richard Ramirez is?
Yeah, go on.
No, I've just searched. He said he was a rapist.
Yeah, he's not a nice man.
He looks like a pretty booky guy, to be honest.
He does, doesn't he? Well, how many victims? I think it was 15 victims he had. All right, Dan? 15?
Jesus.
Yeah, I was watching.
I'm not sure.
Watching his documentary on Netflix, and like I said, I was doing criminology and psychology, so I was doing lectures on serial murderers. And I was watching the documentary,
Okay,
and I thought, I've got a lecture to do. I'll give this a little break. Go to the lecture, and I'll come back. The lecture ruined it for me because we spoke about the Nighttime Stalker Richard Ramirez in my lecture, and I was like, hold on a minute, I think I've heard about this guy. My lecture just completely ruined the show for me. It's very disappointing, but did learn a bit, so that's okay.
Yeah, it says he killed 15 people, and his last words were, "Lucifer dwells within us all."
A Satanist. He had a what's the star? Pentagon?
There's a pentagram.
Pentagram on his hand.
Yeah,
Jesus.
pentagram. Fair play to him. Like, someone's got to do it.
Well,
Yeah, if you say so, Louis. If you say so.
Yeah, natural selection, all that.
The words of Louis.
The words of Louis. Yeah.
Natural selection, all that. Like.
The way he was caught is really amazing. You've watched it, Dan, haven't you? The documentary.
Nah, I'll have a watch though.
It sounds like something else I need to probably watch.
Yeah, two good things. I won't go into it then because the way he gets caught is
I'll tell you,
quite
have you
good.
ever watched on Netflix Mindhunter?
I've seen that.
I love that.
That's really good.
That's one of my favourite shows.
It's a fantastic show, isn't it, Mindhunter?
It's quite slow, but it's not about the action. It's about like the dialogue.
The way it's written, the dialogue. The guy that plays Ed Kemper in the first series,
he smashed it, didn't he?
Just like him.
It's a really good show. I enjoyed that. Season 2 wasn't quite as good, but it was still watchable.
Did you not think? Well, I'm quite annoyed that it got cancelled.
Yeah, well, it's just Netflix and cancel culture.
Yeah, cancel culture.
It's been cancelled.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, that was a good show. That was.
yeah, it was good.
Pretty much anything decent on Netflix gets cancelled because it doesn't have it doesn't make enough money or something. If it doesn't make kind of like double profit within the first week of release, and they just get rid of it, they do.
Yeah. Speaking about cancelling people, Ed Kemper, he's not a good guy.
Nah, but very interesting character.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was watching it with my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, is this like a made-up thing?" Then I was like, "No, do you not know who that is?" I had to explain what he did to my mum.
Yeah, it's pretty fierce stuff, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, the
Yeah,
guy's
I
still
mean-
alive. He's 72 years now.
72, yeah.
Jesus.
But he's quite a smart man, isn't he? What's his IQ? High 120s, 30?
IQ of 145.
Oh, well, that's fucking incredibly
He's
high.
6'9" with an IQ of 145. Very intelligent, boy.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
mean, these sort of
Terrifying.
criminals, they're wired differently. Do you know what I mean?
most of them are intelligent, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just that they see
Yeah.
the world differently. It's like what was that? I watched another one. It was about the US mail bombings. It was.
Mail bombings.
What was it called? Unabomber.
Oh,
That was
What was
pretty
that?
good. That was another good one on Netflix. It's a bit like Mindhunter, to be honest.
Is it?
That was pretty good. Unabomber. You probably enjoyed that one. To be fair, it came out in 2017. It did.
I'll have to give that a little watch.
You'll enjoy that one. It's about how they it's about the FBI hunt for the Unabomber, and it took I don't know how long it took them a silly amount of years to catch him.
Wait, was that the bank heist one?
No, it wasn't that one. Is this guy who sent bombs in the mail? We used the US mail to send bombs, and this went on for years. And in the end, he released his manifesto about.
Manifesto.
It was called
Was it Little Red Book?
Industrial Society and Its Future, and it was interesting manifesto. But the guy was absolutely nuts, but very interesting. You enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Well, the good thing with Mindhunter is it's entertaining, but most of it's also true.
Yeah, pretty much all of it is.
Yeah, like looking at my notes, everything links. Like, you could learn a lot from just watching that show.
Everything is true on that 100%.
Yeah, interesting. Well, the bank heist one is also on Netflix, and it's about someone who forces people to do crimes, and they force someone to rob a bank, a bomb around their neck, and the series is the police trying to work the steps back.
I haven't seen that one.
But it's like this fella had a bomb around his neck. He had a letter. He told him that he had to do something and take that to a different location where he'd get a different letter, something else to do, which would take him to a different location to get another letter. Could lead him to getting the bomb taken off. He got caught by the police and the bomb exploded. So
That would just be a piss take. That would just getting.
it would ruin your day.
I'd be like, pal, just blow me up, man. Like, just what is all these fucking letters?
I know. I'm running out of petrol.
Yeah,
Blow me.
you know what I mean.
Oh god, man just goes to blow me if I don't care.
Well, Lou, you wanted to speak about the French election.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading on Marine Le Pen earlier, and I realised that she's quite favourable to win next election. It's looking like in the polls she's very up there. And, yeah, well, the point is the French have got a very tough decision. They've either got Macron for 5 years, who is a bit of a
He seems to have been the president forever. I can't remember when he wasn't the president.
Or they need to choose Le Pen, which she's dangerous but brilliant at the same time.
What are her policies? Who's she like?
She's all about freedom. I mean, watching one of her speeches is like watching Hitler. To be honest, the speech is all about
German?
No, it's obviously the one in French, but she's very passionate about revolutions and
hating Jews
and and all this stuff. I think it will be it'll be quite liberating for France. It will, but it might. She's basically like another Trump. It doesn't. It kind of really out
Really?
there. So
Wow.
I think
Do you know
it'll
when the
be an
election is?
interesting. Let's have a look. I think it's. I'll say soon. I don't know.
She's not.
Um,
She's not a fan of the EU, is she?
No, exactly.
Oh, that's quite good.
Might increase the chances of a
French-
Frexit.
It's next year, the French election.
Sure. Or you
It's-
think
it's
more and more
April.
countries are going to start leaving the EU?
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. It is.
I think it's going to snowball.
Well, if either Germany or France leaves the Union, then the EU
Germany
doesn't.
aren't going to leave.
But if either of those two,
France
leave.
might leave.
then the EU is no more.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like if this... Did you say Le Pen, Louis, is their name?
Yep.
Le Pen. If Le Pen gets in and she does want to leave, and they do leave, Germany can't keep it going by themselves. Because it is... The EU is basically just a bigger Germany. It is run by the Germans, isn't it? Much
The EU
with Merkel.
You could say that.
The EU is run by the French and German. Or as I say, it's run by Macron and Merkel.
Wasn't it started by the Nazis?
Yeah, originally the European Union was an idea by the Nazi Party, and then it was shut down by the Brits. I think.
Yes and no. Like it's more of a German creation than an actual Nazi creation. So
Yeah,
they thought of it before the Nazis. Do you know what I mean? Like this kind of like space in Europe for Germany.
I still blame the Nazis.
Yeah.
Blame the
It's
Nazis for everything. It's quite easy.
It's more conspiratorial than isn't it? More interesting.
Yeah.
I don't blame the Nazis. I blame the idea.
Oh, we'll finish that there. We won't blame the Nazis, says Louis. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening, everyone. Say goodbye.
Fantastic.
Is that it?
Guys.
We'll leave it with that quote from Louis.
We'll leave it
Quote,
at a fantastic.
We won't blame the Nazis.
On that bombshell.
Well, yeah, I guess. Join back next week.
Back for the sequel next week. The Return.
Dieturn. Return of Dieturn.
Don't worry about it.
See you later.
Ooh, drum roll.
Wow.
Drum roll. Right. See you next week, guys.
See you next time.
All right, in a bit, boys.
Bye.